On April 18th, 2009, the Environmental Changemakers sponsored a composting demonstration at the community garden at Holy Nativity Church in Westchester, California. Teaching us how to create a hot compost pile was Gene Fox from the Venice Learning Garden. He began by placing large bulky pieces, such as heavy wood branches on the bottom, and this created a sturdy base. Then he began to build the layers, starting with a layer of brown for the carbon, followed by a layer of green for nitrogen. And this he followed by sprinkling some of the soil that already had some microbes in it on top of the green, and then repeating the layers. Here's another layer of green. Throughout the process, each layer was given much water, as much as it would take to reach the consistency of a wrung-out sponge. Without the moisture, the decomposition will not occur. Periodically, Gene walked on the pile to compress all the layers. And here's some more green being added. And more water, followed by more brown. These piles can really reach quite a high height. Gene has created some that were 3 or 4 feet high. This pile will be marked as a closed pile, meaning that no new ingredients will be added to it. It will just be allowed to sit and decompose. We will have a different compost pile that will be an open pile, where food scraps and planting clippings can be continually added to it. When the pile reached a certain height, Gene said it was important to pull the ingredients out to the sides so that it wouldn't dome up too much in the center. It's going to dome anyway as it decomposes, but by flattening it and pulling the sides out, this lessens the doming effect. When all the layers were piled on, the entire pile was covered with a thick layer of alfalfa. It was important to make sure that the sides were also covered. This is a protective covering and it helps to retain the moisture. And here is our completed pile. Left alone, this compost pile should decompose in about 4 to 5 months. It's possible to speed up the process by introducing some oxygen into it, and you do this by taking a pitchfork or some implement such as that and turning the pile. This loosens it up, adds some oxygen, which will speed up the decomposition.